with the Azoth. Eramm playing for Artificial, and Azure playing for Magnum Opus, or I couldn't read it. But anyway, going into game one, both players looking to catch some unarmed, however, none of them really finding anything. Azure has the lance in hand, and Eramm is looking to space him out with his bow, but Azure is doing a great job at catching these nairs and these lance combos. Very good. He's got some damage onto Eramm. Eramm is finding himself in the yellow already. However, he's looking to get some bowstrings. He switches it out for the axe, which I think was a good decision in my opinion. And he's landing the stairs. He's evening up the match pretty well. Eramm, making it a close match. However, he is at a slight damage disadvantage. Azure's doing a really good job at punishing him and catching these neutrals.
Ensa comes out from Azure to try to get some kind of read on Eramm, but doesn't work out. So GC Light comes out from Eramm, side air as well, and a nice nair from Eramm will be able to put on a little bit more damage onto Azure. Azure trying to find that sidelight with the lance. It gets punished by a sidelight D-Light from Eramm. Eramm looking to put more damage onto Azure, but the end light connects, and Eramm brought into kill percent here, as Azure is trying to do a little bit more with this sword. Goes up that side air, gets punished by a Sarah from the axe, and that might be it for Azure as he has to recover high. Down air comes out. No, he makes it back to the stage, gets his jumps back, and makes it to the center. Both players heavily damaged.
That was a beautiful read from Eramm. I mean, he positioned himself behind Azure and landed a nice side air. The stocks were even, however, Azure taking the stock lead, but finding himself into kill percent. If Eramm can end this stock soon and cancel out any damage from Azure, then he might be able to even up this game, maybe take an advantage.
And light comes out down air as well from Eramm as Eramm's trying to end the stock, and he finds himself beneath the stage. Azure tries to find a falling Sarah, and the second Sarah connects, goes with the ground pound, but gets hit by the recovery, sent flying, but not killed yet, as that recovery hit beneath the stage, and Eramm finding those siders on the axe will get one of them, but the dodge prevents Azure from dying as he touches the axe upwards, and it does connect! Wow!
Nice read, nice coverage coming out from Eramm. The axe does connect, evening up the stocks. Eramm finding himself in a good position to take this game back. Azure not looking to have that happen, though. He does get the maximum damage recovery. He's using these sword moves to space Eramm pretty well. Does
Eramm,
catch the neutral light.
It does so well with those weapon tosses as he puts himself right above the stage and has an axe or whatever weapon that he's got go right into the stage.
He's finding himself in kill percent though. Azure with the beautiful side air punish, taking Eramm's stock super fast.
Yeah, Azure now has a solid stock lead over Eramm as he goes for that ground pound. Eramm not doing so well in this Azoth as he was doing in Asuri in past matches as Azure goes in for that recovery, maximizes that damage on the sword, and goes in, but the end light stops Eramm from getting too much, and Eramm going over these down airs here as he puts it side airs. Nice end air connects. Azure put into the orange. Another nair connects as well as the weapon toss comes out. Eramm picks up another bow. Bomb goes low, but Eramm goes for that GCN thing and gets punished by a recovery from Azure. Azure not getting hit by these signatures from Eramm, and Eramm looking to take the stock, but finding himself behind sides that connects.
We're seeing some beautiful punishes from Eramm. I mean, he's catching the signatures, he's catching the recoveries, he's finding himself in the orange. However, Azure is dangerously low in health. If he can end this stock, he might be able to bring it back. Azure is taking a nice lead, though. He's got the stock advantage, he's got the damage advantage. It's not looking too good for Eramm. He does catch the falling side air, though, evening up the stocks. It's anyone's game at this point. Eramm finding himself at a slight disadvantage. Azure with the sword in hand, looking to get some nice bread and butter combos. You already know it's gravy, baby. Eramm finding himself on the side of the map. He does manage to recover, but he's unable to punish with the neutrals with the bow. Eramm getting punished repetitively by these sword nairs. It's not looking good.
Ground pound comes out. Eramm goes for that Sarah. It does connect Azure, but a little damage onto him as he finds that D-Light Nair. Eramm trying to get some damage on this. That M-Light would have connected if he waited a little bit more. The down air connects. Azure might be dead. No, dodges back onto the stage. Hit his head, however, and that was looking quite dangerous for Sir Roland as he puts up the down
that was almost a Z. Eramm's in kill percent, but he's spacing quite well. He's not taking any moves that'll necessarily kill, but that weapon throw follow-up might just do it. He does recover high, but he gets punished by Azure's recovery. Game 1, going to Azure.
Azure goes really high up to be able to punish that because he knew that Eramm was out of jumps, already used his dodge to be able to survive, so all he had to do was follow exactly where Eramm was, and he found that recovery. Even if a ground pound was put out by Eramm, it wouldn't have done it. And Eramm switches over to his secret main, Queen Nai, that we saw earlier on as he fought against Dry. And
I was gonna say, I think this is a good choice, a good option take from Eramm. I was gonna say that I think it might have been a mistake to main up in the first game. I did see him do quite well with his Queen Nai, so I'm looking to see how this changes the pace of a game.
just guitar legends in general, and especially Twilight Grove, which is a favorable map for guitars, as he brings it into game 2 of this best of 5. Ground pound open up from Azure as he puts out a little bit of damage and a nice nair as well. Eramm picking up the spear, finds that Sair, doesn't get any combo, however, and Azure continuing this lead as he finds a nice downer with the sword, puts out a neutral light and a side sig that barely misses. Eramm not finding any Sairs with the spear, and Azure gets inside Eramm but doesn't actually go for any damage. And Eramm finally being able to put on some damage himself as he finds a nice nair.
Yeah, I mean, Azure is doing a good job at landing these bread and butter downlight combos. He does have a nice amount of damage out on Eramm. Eramm is nearing kill percent. He's in the dark orange right now, not able to really avoid this damage coming out from Azure. I mean, he's trying to use his weapon throws, trying to use his spear neutrals to space him, but it's just not working out.
There comes out. Eramm goes for the guitar down air, brings Azure off the side of the stage, doesn't put out any signatures, however, as he finds a nice downer, goes for that chase touch down sig, doesn't work out, and an end light comes out into a D-light. Azure brought into the red, side air will disarm him. Eramm waiting him out, pushes the down sig, should have gone for a side sig in my opinion, but he still comes back to the stage, down sig from Azure, not connecting, and Eramm looking to find a little bit more damage.
If Eramm did go for the side sig, Azure could have dodged through and punished for that. I think there's a lot more active frames there. However, Eramm making a good decision to switch over to guitars from the spear. He's finding a ton of damage on Azure, evening up the stocks. I mean, both players finding themselves in kill percent. It's anybody's match. Azure does eat that bomb. It's not looking good. I mean, he's able to recover. He's able to land the Sair, but will he be able to finish the stock?
Nair connects, or Nair to follow his landing does not connect. Eramm gets hit by that side air, nearly killed as he has to recover high, and that downer will do it. Eramm cannot make it back to the stage, and he tosses his spear underneath Twilight Grove. Azure taking the lead once again, but heavily damaged. Eramm has the opportunity to even this up, but the Queen Nine not making too much of a difference just yet. He needs to be able to get that Sair, and he does. Wow, Azure was heavily damaged.
That was nice. A lot of really extremely close games today. I mean, Eramm showing that he's a force to be reckoned with. He does know how to play Queen Nine quite well. I'm impressed with his guitar play especially, but Azure, you know, lots of patience, lots of punishing moves. He's doing a really good job at just reading Eramm.
D-Light comes out, goes for that end light to be able to read the dodge inwards, and Eramm brought into the deep orange almost purely from D-Lights and end lights. As Azure is looking to put on a little bit more damage with him here. Another D-Light is found, puts up that side air. Eramm trying to find some kind of guitar string, but Azure is barely even damaged here. He's looking to take the second stock as Eramm gets out the side light into end light, doesn't go for any other follow-up, and the recovery from Azure will allow him to get a weapon toss.
I mean, we're not seeing anything ridiculously crazy coming out from Azure. He's using very simple movesets like downlights with the lance to punish Eramm, and it's working. He's getting a ton of damage. Eramm is finding himself in the kill percent. I mean, the stocks are close, but that side air, look at the distance that threw him. The force from that side air alone shows you that anything at this point might just kill Eramm, and it does. The weapon toss follow-up, Azure securing a stock advantage. He's in the orange. He's got a ton of opportunities to secure this lead right now and get some damage out on Eramm.
Ground pound comes out. Eramm trying to do something to Azure here as two nairs connect, and a third nair thrown out from Azure will most likely secure this lead. The sidelight nair will connect. Eramm naired into the deep yellow.
Spacing him quite well with this lance.
So many
simple
nairs.
Moves, but effective moves.
Eramm can't get in, and he's not even trying to get, like, something that we saw from Frost Cake, in particular when it came to the spear, was a lot of D-lights and two Sairs, like, just being able to use those combos, sidelight startups as well, but Eramm's gonna go for raw, dodge. He's going for raw Sairs. Even an end light into a chase dodge sidelight or D-light would work out here, but it's not working out. He's not getting the follow-ups necessary to be able to put damage onto Azure.
Sig, I mean, that gravity cancel side sig, rather, was an interesting option take. I mean, he didn't get punished for it, and he does have Azure on the side of the map, and he does even up the stocks. Wow. Okay, nice bait, Eramm. Nice bait. He's got Eramm the guitars in hand.
Makes it 1-1, finds that downer, but gets end-lighted by Azure as he picks up the sword, and that's going to be rather scary for him as he holds onto the side of the map here on the island, holding onto the guitars, tries to get the recovery, but that Sair and Adair will do it. Azure.
Yeah, that was a risky decision right there from Eramm. Azure doing a great job punishing it. However, I mean, Eramm was at a damage disadvantage. He was finding himself nearing kill percent, and he took the option of staying on the side of the map, which I feel is a huge mistake. I feel like if you're at that percentage, you're going to want to try and play more grounded and center map so that you can eat that force, you know?
I agree, and that's unfortunate. I guess he was thinking about, like, if he's on the island, it's going to be harder.
Maybe he was looking to get a gimp. He might have been looking to bait it out for a gimp.
But that's kind of hard, especially in low dex guitars on Queen 9. He was so heavily damaged that one sword move hit. That spelled death for him, and that recovery did not work out as a side air connected. And Eramm switching over to the legend that we've seen him have the most success with.
Yeah, I mean, it is a best of 5, and we are on game 3. Eramm looking to pick Azoth against Azure's Roland. I mean, We didn't see him have too much success with Azoth in the first game. However, now that he's played a couple more games against Azure, he might have a better idea of how he plays and might be able to punish that a little bit better. I'm interested to see what comes out from Eramm this game.
The 2-0 lead for Azure right here as Eramm goes back to what I consider his main as a sider connects, picks up the bow, tries to go for a downer, but Azure ready to punish with some Sares already as he goes in for that ground pound, trying to do as much as he can to Eramm here as he finds that Nair. Downer comes out as well. Sider from Eramm will connect, and a nice end light from Azure will put Eramm a little bit more damage as they axe. Sayer connects, punishes Azure for going for something in a downer, tries to get the second downer. Eramm doing quite well with his axe here as he finds 2 D-lights. Azure brought into the orange. Second or third D-light coming out as he GCs it, and a nice recovery will put Azure further into the orange. Eramm trying to be able to take this lead and keep it as he tosses the axe to his face against a GCN sig. Eramm destroying Azure on this first stock.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. You're noticing that Eramm is spacing a lot better this game, using these massive axe hitboxes to do a ton of damage on Azure, bringing him into kill percent early, already 45 seconds into the game, and Eramm is looking to take this stock.
Nair connects, sends Azure flying, but it won't kill at the top just yet. The down sig comes out.
Sig read. Beautiful, beautiful play from Eramm.
Azure was trying to go in for a side like to start up a Lance combo to get some kind of damage on the Eramm, but Eramm lands the mine, brings Azure into the yellow already with 1 throw, and a ground pound connects from Eramm. Eramm being explosive on this third game here as he goes in for a dodge in, gets punched by that down air. Sider connects as well. Azure looking to even up the stock as a downer connects, but the recovery will stop any down air string that Azure was trying to go for. As Eramm not in kill percent just yet. Has the bow, goes for that end light, goes for that reverse Sarah as well. Down light comes out, and Azure finds himself beneath the stage, gets weapon tossed into the down air. Azure waiting patiently, finds that Nair, but he's being brought into the orange on this second stock here, and Eramm yet to be killed.
Yeah, I mean, Eramm is finding himself at a pretty heavy advantage right now. He does have the axe in hand. He is still holding on to his third stock, and Azure is nearing kill percent on his second. He does find the ground pound, however. Eramm looks to recover, but Azure with a nice down there punish.
And Azure not in the red yet, is still doing quite okay as he's only in the orange and on Sir Roland. Nice Nair connects, tries to go for the end light. Eramm trying to find him with the unarmed here, and I feel like that's kind of risky. That's going to give him an opportunity to get back into the game, but Eramm waiting out patiently. He doesn't have his jumps, gets that Sair. That's pretty good. He picks up the bow. He wants to bring Azure into kill percent and then find maybe another solid signature read. That side stick, however, won't do it.
I mean, if Azure can find another devastating sword string like that, he can even up this game. He just needs to hold on to his stock a little bit longer. Eramm looking to get a gravity cancel signature, but Azure punishing with a Nair.
Eramm puts up that side stick, and that has such laggy ending frames there as Eramm is ready to be punished by it. But the sider connects. Azure loses that stock, but Eramm not as heavily in the lead as he was on the first stock.
Yeah, he's slowly but surely losing his advantage. He does have the stock advantage. The longer he can hold on to the stock, the better it is for him. However, Azure looking for any and every opening to get more damage out and bring him into kill percent. He gets the side signature read. Beautiful.
Wow,
Eramm,
that's
unable to react.
Super early kill as that second hitbox catching Eramm off guard, kills him off the top, and Eramm, who had to lead this entire match, is, oh no, weapon toss comes out to be able to stop that, but that was kind of dangerous. Eramm, what are you doing? Okay,
he goes for a dare, but he accidentally ledge cancels a down light. Azure unable to punish that in the shenanigans zone, but both players evenly matched at this point. Azure finding himself in the yellow. However, I mean, it's anybody's game. He just needs to avoid these strings. I mean, Eramm's doing a beautiful job. Beautiful job spacing with his bow. Beautiful job stringing up these moves. It's looking good.
He was slowly whittling down Azure there as he's able to get more and more damage, and the downlink connects. Azure finally finds a Nair into recovery, brings Eramm into the yellow, but a few X side airs are going to really do it. As the recovery actually reads that dodge in place, Azure was expecting a Sair, and Eramm said, no, I'm going to throw out a little bit more of a hitbox as he brings Azure into kill percent, and now a Sair on the side of the map will definitely do it. Azure gets a weapon toss in the recovery, goes for that, wow, that X pivot end light coming out from Azure as he's able to get a little bit more damage on Eramm, struggling to find anything possible as he brings him into the orange. The weapon toss, however, will bring him even closer to kill percent, and Eramm is looking to end this with the axe. Nair comes out from Azure. Azure wants this 3-0. He wants this to be easy, but Eramm looking to take this back as he goes for that reverse Sair. The recovery kills off the top. Eramm takes game 3.
Yeah, that was a beautiful display of skill from Eramm, an unexpected comeback. I mean, Azure, I feel like he had the advantage when he had the lance in hand there. However, when he did the weapon throw combo and he ended up losing his lance, it put him in a position to get punished, and he didn't have the ability to space out the axe. I felt like he was a lot better at spacing out the axe with his lance rather than the sword. But, you know, a nice display of skill from Eramm. I'm impressed. Taking game 3.
We're going to be going on to game 4 here as Eramm, who was about ready to leave the lobby thinking it was a best of 3, manages to take a game. And now we're going on to game 4. Azure.
Well, my response to that, Eramm, is if it was a best of 3, bro, you wouldn't have played that game. Anyway, going into game 4, Eramm, once again with the Azoth, and Azure with the Sir Roland pick. We're on Twilight Grove.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
As we go on to Twilight Grove, Eramm opening it up with a cider, gets punched by that Endlight, and Azure tries to go for that reverse downer, doesn't quite work out, and Eramm trying to get that D-Light, actually connects. Downer comes out as well as Azure throws out a laggy Lance move, and these nairs are coming up, but they're not hitting Eramm. Trying to take the lead with the axe once again. So the weapon toss comes out, picks the axe back up, goes for that down air, connects, nair follow-up as well, goes for that GC downlight for even more follow-up, and Eramm doing a good job on this first stock, but Azure evens it up quite quickly with that end light. Finds us a second end light, and that will put Eramm into the orange as a ground pound punishes him out. He doesn't have his dodge. Recovery comes out, however, second recovery connects, and that's 2 recoveries in a row. That's a lot of damage. Third recovery does not hit, however, and Eramm gets D-Light down aired into the red. Nair connects as well. Eramm responding with recovery. Both players exchanging blow after blow as an end light comes out. That downer will put Eramm in the kill percent. Azure looking for the side air to do it as that downlight cider might kill, and 2 downlights miss, and a down save from Eramm. Excellent read. Eramm evening it up.
Yeah, I would like to compare this game a lot to rock sculpting, like sculpting a rock sculpture. I mean, they're just kind of chiseling at each other, getting damage and taking out bits here and there. However, Azure able to end Eramm's stock before Eramm could end his. He takes the stock advantage. It's looking good. He's got the lance in hand. He's comfortable with the lance against the axe. He does a really good job at spacing. I'm looking to see a ton of damage come out from Azure right now.
3 nairs in a row as Eramm doesn't dodge past any of them, but finally finds a cider. I guess he's willing to take those nairs, knowing that he was going to put Azure in a position to die, but Eramm brought into the deep yellow there as he's got destroyed by those lance aerial moves, and a nice cider coming out from the bow will allow Azure to find a nair into the end light with the lance as he goes for that nair once again. Azure just wanting to spam these lance aerials and bring Eramm into kill percent and eventually to his death.
I mean, I like the fact that every time Azure does something, it gets comboed into something else. I mean, whether it's a weapon toss into neutral, whether it's a side light into recovery, whatever it is, he's always following up with something else, and that's something that you got to take note of. Eramm finding himself in kill percent on the side of the map. He is able to recover, but he's in a bad position. It's not looking too good. That down air sends Eramm flying with the down, and he's unable to recover. Wow.
Whoa, he doesn't even go to the side of the stage. I think he was expecting to die to Azure's down air, so he didn't even try to touch the stage, and that was it. He falls to his death. Cider connects. Mine goes low, and Azure is actually getting hit by multiple ciders from Eramm here. The weapon toss actually connected before he got back to the island. That must have confused Eramm as Eramm gets back to the stage, picks up the bow, goes to the end sig, and the second hitbox connects. Eramm going for a double end sig there into an air. Azure being brought into kill percent. Even though he's really behind, he's looking to even this up as the down sig. He does not connect. Azure dodges behind him, finds the end light. The end light from Eramm does not connect. Eramm looking for that side air, and that second cider will connect. Down sig comes out once again, but Azure is waiting patiently for that hitbox now as the recovery hits, but Sir Roland's defense keeps him in line as that reverse cider will not end Azure's stock, but the nair will.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta take note. Eramm is doing a wonderful job at punishing Azure and getting a lot of damage out there. I mean, he is at a damage deficit right now, but it's still anybody's game. He's got the bow in hand. That was a risky gravity cancel, but Azure decides not to punish it. He does do the lance toss. He's got Eramm on the side of the map, but Eramm's not looking to have any of that. He says, let's bring it to center stage. It's a good idea, in my opinion.
Downer comes out. Eramm finds a second downer, looking for that third downer. Doesn't quite work out, and the nair will connect. Eramm finds that end light as well. These bowstrings are destroying Azure right now as an end nair connects. Eramm has almost used only end light and nair. That's it. The down stick hits. What?
Beautiful reads coming out from Eramm, evening up the set. It's now 2-2. Eramm taking game 4. We're going into game 5. I'm impressed. Eramm, initially, when he put the first game with his Azoth, he was looking kind of weak, but he's managed to prove us wrong and show us that he's a force to be reckoned with, and that his Azoth is definitely something. It's definitely something.
I mean,
nice
that was essentially a 0 to death there from Eramm. He was able to completely destroy every landing from Azure. Azure was just trying to get in with something, and every time he tried to land, it was either a nair or an end light or a nair and an end light. He was just using every angle possible to be able to bring Azure into kill percent, and then the down sig finally destroyed him on that last dodge in attempt, and that was it for Azure's stock. This is game 5. Azure has the potential to be locked into the losers finals.
We're going back to Twilight Grove. We've got a replay of the last game. Will Eramm be able to do it once again? Like I said, we're seeing a lot of combos, a lot of follow-up coming out from Azure, but he's having difficulty ending those stocks, and Eramm is coming out with some explosive bowstrings.
Down air comes out, no nair follow-up, however, as Eramm finds himself off stage. As they're waiting for him to get back on the stage, tries to punch with end light, gets a D-light down air, doesn't get anything else off of it, however, the end light connects. Eramm, waiting patiently, finds that Sair, goes in for that axe down air, and he gets the damage in. Azure, looking for these sword strings, but he's getting punished by these axe down airs. Second down air connects, will he find the third one? No. Down air into recovery will maximize the damage on the Eramm, bring him into the orange, and that falling nair will not connect. Azure getting hit by these axe stairs. Eramm bringing out the bow, however, which he had the most success on. He goes for that D-light. Nair coming out as well. Eramm landing with that side air, doesn't connect. Can't find anything else.
Yeah, I mean, both players are trading rather evenly. They're kind of just taking turns, letting out the combos on one another. Eramm is looking to space out Azure and land these side airs. He goes for the down sig read, but Azure dodging through it and punishing.
Downstick comes out. Eramm hit by that Sair. Eramm's trying to make it back to the stage. Goes for that nair and it connects. Sends Azure flying high, but Eramm's very heavily damaged here as he's holding onto the bow. Puts up that downstick. Eramm goes for that falling Sair and gets punched by a Sair from Eramm. Second Sair will do it. Eramm takes the first stock.
That was a beautiful bait, beautiful read from Eramm. Eramm taking the stock advantage. He is in kill percent, but he has an opportunity here to rack up some damage with these bowstrings. Azure not looking to have that happen, though. He's going for the spike ball toss, but he misses the second follow-up. Eramm just barely holding onto his stock, mitigating all damage.
Two down airs coming out. The second down air actually connects as he's just putting out these bow aerials over and over again, really taking advantage. The bow is making the huge difference in this set. As the side light comes out, Eramm trying to continue to take the lead. End light comes out. Azure side airs past him, tosses the lance into his face, tries to go for a nair to finish up, but the nair from Eramm will catch him and send him flying. Puts out another nair, and that does not work out as the bow side air connects. Down sig also hits. Azure getting so impatient here as Eramm is just punishing him with these signatures and these nairs. Every time that Azure tries to go in with a move that he does not think about, he's getting punished by a quick swat from Eramm as these side lights, ground pound, that's it!
Just the ridiculous reads coming from Eramm. A devastating game. Eramm showing that he's going to take this lead pretty convincingly. Azure does end up taking Eramm's third stock. However, he's at a stock deficit, an entire one. But he does have the weapon advantage.
Siders are coming out. Eramm gets hit by that side light and a nice neutral light from Azure. Will try to put a little bit more damage on it as he finds these nairs, but Eramm's so far ahead. The end light connects as well. Azure trying to take this lead back as Eramm finds a nice downer. The bow spells death for Azure as another down sig connects. These down sigs have been just so second down sig. Eramm,
the reads, the signature reads are ridiculous.
He is destroying Azure every time he tries to go in. He's not even thinking about these down sig. He's just trying to get some kind of string started, and that's destroying him. End light connects. Azure gets hit by another side air. Eramm dodges out of the way of that weapon toss and tries to do for another down sig, but an air will stop Eramm from getting anything off of that. But then nair nearly kills off the top. Azure is looking like he's going to get knocked into losers as a side air connects from Eramm. Eramm looking to end this here, and Azure on the side of the platform waits patiently for Eramm to approach. Doesn't want to get hit by these six anymore. D-light Sair connects. Eramm on the side of the stage goes in for that side light. Azure lands with the nair, however, trying to end the second stock. He needs something. If he can get the second stock into a gimp, he can take the game, but it's looking so dominant from Eramm right now.
Yeah, no, that side air connects. Eramm taking the game, taking the set